You know, I was told a long time ago, never get up and say somebody else gave your talk. Well, nobody else did give my talk, but oh my God, Brother Vance, whoo, and Sister Maria. I am just, my insides are lit up. I have the goosebumps or God bumps, and I'm close to tears with joy because it reminds me that if we do all of this collectively every week, we keep each other on track, and the whole importance of what community is. So now I'm going to veer back to where my talk actually was, or not. As Vance had said, this month we're talking about expanding your vision. Now, I'm not a singer, and I have had many a person tell me not to sing. But, you know, there are many of us that are shower singers, and we like to project, and we feel all of that excitement when we do sing. So bear with me as I do this little ditty for you. I can see clearly now the rain has come. All of the obstacles in my way. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around. There's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead. Nothing but blue skies. And that's it. It's all about the vision. We get to choose the vision. So do you want to have blue skies? Which, you know, no matter what the day is, you can shift that yourself. Or do you want to stay in a fog? Do you want to stay in the cloud? You know, where you're like Pigpen, where everything's always a cloud and you can't see the good at all. It's our choice to do that. Some of you don't know that my career path before ministry, and still current, short window, still current, is that I work in the vision industry. I work in ophthalmology. I manage an optical for ophthalmologists and have done that for many a year. So vision is our key focus. Yes, vision. And some of the things I'm going to say are great metaphors for you. So I'm going to give you a couple of quick ditties, and you're going to see how this may or may not turn into your world. But we have a lot of limiting thoughts or beliefs around sight. That's why I wanted to open up with blue skies. You can see as far as you want to see if you're willing. Just like the pygmy. He was able to see those buffalo with new eyes, which were so overwhelming to him. So I get people that come in that have a couple of different scenarios. Usually it's a scenario that says glasses are for old people. And why did this happen to my child? Why? Matter of fact, many, many years ago, I have so many stories. One of these years I'm going to write my memoirs, and there'll be a comical and satire mode, because some of the stuff I've heard just blows my mind. And even though it's not new, it still blows my mind on people's perception or their limited view or vision for their own good. So I get a woman, you know, I'm a lot older now, but I did get a woman that came in, and her son needed his first prescription. And he probably needed it for a few years. But she didn't want him to wear glasses because he was very handsome. Listen to that. He's a very handsome young man. I don't want him to wear glasses. Well, when I was younger, I wasn't quite as soft-spoken and genteel as I worked to be. And so sometimes things just popped out of my mouth without guided direction, like, you mean you'd rather your kid not see so he can be cute? Oh, no. I want my son to have contact lens. He wear contact lens. Okay, contacts are a good choice, but he's got to be able to see throughout the day. He can't wear them all day and all night. No, only contact lens. So I was the kind of young woman that was very persistent. Like to get the point across. If I had to slam it upside your head, you were getting it, okay? My way. Fortunately, my vision's expanded so much that I don't have to do that. But I went and I got a trial frame, and I put the lenses in that he actually needed which would clear his vision up, but would make his mother's vision so blurry, she would understand what he couldn't see. So I put the trial frame on, and she says, "Oh, no can see, no can see. Oh, no." Take it off of her, and I said, "That is what your son cannot see without his correction." Oh my God, no see. He cannot see. That's right, he cannot see. So, that was one scenario which I continuously hear from parents. "Oh my God, why did this happen? My child needs glasses." Well, we're not talking about, a lung transplant or something here. And I'm sort of funny. I think that if I can enhance my hearing or my eyesight or my spiritual practice or any part of my health with something, I want it. So when I get folks that are just like, "This is a terrible day. I don't know why this is happening." And I just think, "We're going to make you glasses. You're going to see. It's going to be fabulous." I don't want to wear glasses. Okay, well, you have a choice. You don't have to. You can continue to be blurry. And I use this analogy, I use this metaphor because we have choices to expand our consciousness. We have choices to grow and to aspire and to, when we get a little off track, remind ourselves, redirect ourselves, take classes to have community with others to help us stay on track. Or we could stay like this. "You're going to have cataract surgery, Mr. Smith, but we want you to be aware of the fact that you're still probably going to need glasses." Am I right? You both had cataract surgery. You've got glasses on. You're happy you can still see better. You didn't say, "Oh no, you told me I would never need glasses again." That's what they chose in their perception to listen. "I will never need glasses again." Okay. You know what? I had LASIK surgery almost 20 years ago. Most of my corrections for near because I can't see zippy, because that's part of the aging process of the eye. Now, I leave the glasses on because I want to see all of you and I want to see all of everything, because that helps me stay focused on expanding my vision. Because if I'm cloudy, I can't see what is available to me. I can't hear, I can't think, I can't know what's available to me. So I want to read you a quote from Angela Davis. "I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept." Fun things we see on Facebook. I looked at that and I thought, "Oh my God, that's so fabulous." Change the things I cannot accept. Which leads me to yesterday. We had a fabulous, some of us were at an outreach project yesterday. And I'm going to read it so I get it correct. It was Rebuilding Together Peninsula, which is kind of a partnering organization with Habitat for Humanity. And so we were told that we were going to go in and change smoke detectors. Cool, we could do that. We're supporting someone. Excellent, we're going to do that. We get to the facility, we walk into the facility, and I can't speak for anyone but me. And I had to just regroup. Because what I saw when I went into the facility, if any of you watched the show Hoarders, they got nothing on what we saw. Nothing on what we saw. We walked into a home, and I think we all collectively reminded ourselves, "Oh my God, we need to pray in, to remind ourselves of what we are doing here." Because it was so overwhelming. We were here for a 90-year-old low-income lady by the name of Gertie. Gertie was given an opportunity to have people come in and do a little tiny band-aiding to her really in need of TLC home. But before they could do the band-aiding of painting and such, they needed to clear all the space, which meant we were supposed to box everything up, boxes so that they could be in the middle of the room or in the hallway so they could paint. We collected ourselves. We asked Gertie to come into our prayer circle, and we prayed in for the reminder. We were there to support Gertie, Because somewhere along the way, she lost her way. She lost her way, and that's the way her home became. It became a storage bin of life's events. Ream after ream after ream of clutter and chaos and madness. To the point where the project director came in with the masks for breathing, because there was a lot of dust. We didn't need masks for breathing, although that was helpful. We needed psychic masks to stay focused on what we were doing, because I have never, and I'm kind of a pack rat, I have never seen anything like this. We were told, box things up, don't throw things away unless it's absolutely like trash, like potato chip wrappers or whatever. Don't throw things away. We teamed up in twos, took on a room, and we had to look at it and say, okay, how can we do this? And we literally had to take bite at a time. And we caught ourselves a few times saying things like, who lives like this? And then, shh, Gertie's here in the house. This is her house. We're here to love and support her. And as community, we get to help her redirect at 90 and find her way again. Because the clutter of holding on to life's journey had her lost and misplaced. And we worked and we worked. And at a certain point, when you're told just throw away visible trash, we looked at things. I don't know about your room. I can only talk about my room. Well, at a certain point, we thought, she doesn't know what's even in here anymore. And things that were like rotted out rubber bands, wire. Obviously, her husband must have been an electrician or an engineer. We just started turfing. We focused on clearing a path for Gertie. Now, we didn't touch her private things. We honored that, and we respected that, and we blessed that. But we remembered she has lost her way. And when we completed the project, and the project manager said, you guys just did a great job, and you did it in such a timely manner, and it's so awesome you did this, I said to one of my workers, John Sharmer, who was actually lead on this project, I said, oh my God, can you believe she totally lost her way? And he looked at me and he says, but what if this was her way? And I stopped, because that was my judgment. What if she lost her? Look at all of this. Oh my gosh, go home and clean your house. Ooh. And we joked about going home. We couldn't wait to shower and just get all the psychic clutter off of us. But when he said, what if this is her way? It made me aware. How many times are we so off track on our way, we don't remember the way? We don't know, we do not remember our way. So we don't know we're off track. We don't know at all. And so when we're pointed into another direction, via classwork, via services, via spiritual communities, via community in general. You know the statement, it takes a village to raise a family? Well, sometimes you need that village to remind you your greatness, your divinity. So if you're off track, you can just clear your perspective. Take the glasses off, clean up the lens, have a new direction. A new focus, so that you can focus through. Get on the freeway. I'm driving, and I'm reminded of how I sometimes do things that are not safe, like I don't text, I just, press the little button and dictate to Suri, and she does it all while I'm driving. And I just press the send button. I see a pink truck, and I'm not exaggerating, and it says, junk for life. And I'm like, how do I drive the car and take a picture of this truck, because it's so profound. And in the middle where the word for is the breast cancer symbol. And I get chills, and I'm thinking, I gotta remember this. It's so amazing. Junk for life. I took that as if we collect what we call junk of ours, that's still good, and somebody else could use it, this organization is actually probably taking this, selling things, and using funding for breast cancer research. That was my spin on it. I don't know, maybe that's not it. But I was blown away because, again, Spirit was just using the word clutter, junk, chaos, all around me. And I kept thinking, you get so caught up in your own clutter, your own chaos, how can you see clearly? You can't, and you don't even know your divinity. You don't know because the clutter is so overwhelming. So I want to encourage you to start out your morning perhaps with a clear lens. Just as you would shower and brush your teeth and other hygiene things, your clear lens is how you wake up and start your day, whether it's a meditation, whether it's sort of grounding, something so you're anchored, so that you don't go out in the day in just chaotic modes where everything just lands on you and you have no idea where you're going. That's why we take classes. And I can't ever say that enough, because I know that when we take foundations class and then we continue to take other classes with community where we build deep relationships. We did an entire series of life work together and still are. We're able to keep the lens clean. The lens gets dirty. Sometimes the lens needs to get changed. Just because you have a pair of glasses doesn't mean it's the same one for the rest of your life. That's a metaphor for your spiritual practice. Just because you started one does not mean it does not change. It does not evolve. You grow, and the things you used no longer work. They don't serve. They don't inspire. So stay in a way where you're awake, that you can recognize junk from chaos, hoarding from collecting good things, and remember, your life is ongoing, and you don't need to cling to the past memories of what you were, because that's just helping to catapult you into who you are, who you continue to become and blossom into. And the more you're able to see clearly, every day you can have blue skies if you desire them, or if you prefer the clouds, as long as they're giving you a gift, as long as they're giving you a message, something that anchors you in your day, keep that. So I just want to close by one wonderful little statement from Carl Jung. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And if I continue to choose to become my divinity as it's revealed from day to day, I can see clearly. Practice your practice. Remember, classes are starting soon.
Every day is a class.
Namaste. Every day is a class. That's right. And you did remind us that we are in class. When we wake up, hallelujah, we're in class. Let's pray. Let's go inward and remind ourselves of the gift and the glory of who we are. That we woke up today and we're teachable. And because we're teachable, we are in class. We are in class with every opportunity with new people we meet. To grow, to listen, to learn, to forgive, to let go. To be a blossom, blooming its beautiful color and its fragrant smell. We are all of that and so much more. And the parts of us that don't feel that way because we've lost our focus, we've lost our life's vision, may we realign, reconnect, remember who we are as special, who we are as magnificent, and the parts that have the little voice that says, not me. We don't buy into that. We just buy into the bigness and support ourselves in being the best, the greatest, the most wonderful us that we can be, so that we see that within each other. And we give thanks for the willingness within ourselves to have that. We give thanks for the willingness to see that in someone else. We give thanks for knowing, I woke up this morning, class begins, I'm teachable, I'm allowing, I'm accepting possibilities that are being revealed to me today. Knowing that as I'm speaking these words to the action of law, it's already making a change on a cellular level in your being, and that you allow that to wash over you. You let go, knowing God has got it, and all you get to do is be with it. And if any of this resonates with you, please anchor it with me by saying, and so it is. Thank you.